So, Super Frank, or is it Super Frank? Rubbish Frank, nil. Excellent Frank, 2. So, guys, it was a battle of the Franks, and frankly, our Frank is awful, and their Frank is good. You know, we brought this guy back. I know the season's over and everything else, but 0 wins, 1 goal, and today, I know what everyone's saying. Okay, this was a problem before Frank came. Potter had the same issues, and people are blaming the ownership as well. They take some a share of the blame. I'm not saying they don't, but today that lineup was shocking. How negative was that lineup? Awful, awful, awful lineup. And I just looked at that lineup and I said, game over. And that's the thing. What do we get? We're playing against Brentford, who haven't won a game in 7 matches or 6 matches. Who've only scored 1 goal, I think. Whose record at scoring goals was just as bad as us. I think they scored 1 goal in their last 6. And what do? We go ultra defensive. Kante and Gallagher as our 2 10s. Let me say that again, because I think some of you are not hearing it. Kante and Gallagher were playing as our 2 10s. Stirred up front. So for me, that was a 5-5-0 formation against a Brentford side. They're not known for the high-scoring games, and that's what's so negative. And does that matter? Of course, it matters, because the first off, and I said on a space that I was on yesterday, you know, they are dangerous at set plays. We are useless at set plays. If they score from a set play, then that's it. So we've got to be careful. What happened? Gave away a soft goal once again from a set play. And they had something to hold on to. Yeah, so second half, we made some substitutions. We looked a little bit better for the first 10, 15 minutes of that half. But because Brentford already scored that goal, they were defending deep, defending well. And all the too little, too late. You know, Aubameyang comes on, you know, and who else was it? The Mudryk looked Mudryk looked dangerous. Aubameyang looked rusty, because obviously he hasn't played a lot of games. At least he got a couple of shots off. But Brentford, all they had to do is sit back and wait for the counter-attack. Guys, yeah, that's the thing. Brentford had 1 shot on target all game in the 77th minute. 1 shot on target, and they scored 2 goals. How does that work out? Obviously, 1 was an own goal. But that's it. Sides only need 1 chance against us. 1 chance against us. But we have, you know, we didn't have create many chances today, but you know, we had lots of possession and everything else. But it's just 1 chance, 1 goal. They got clinical players in there. Okay, took a deflection over Kepa. Not blaming him for any of the goals today. But that's the thing. You know, Chelsea have got no cutting edge, nothing at all. And the thing is, if we picked a good attacking lineup first, the crowd would have been on side. Had we started the first half how we started the second half, then we may have got some joy. You never know. We may have sneaked a goal. And then with Brentford's confidence a bit fragile, because they were on a poor run as well, we don't know what may have happened. And I don't, but I'm not, obviously, I support Chelsea, and I'll always support Chelsea, but I can't. After the Arsenal game, I just cannot see how I'm going to make any more previews of the game, because I can't sit through this. I can't sit through this nonsense. It's painful. It is painful to watch. This is awful, terrible to watch, and not seeing our side with any attacking impetus, heads down, not playing for the badge, playing for pride. There's no pride out there. No players playing for the supporters. These are match-going supporters. You know, the other day, Tottenham players gave a refund to their supporters after that shower. What happened against Newcastle? I think our players need to dig into their pockets. You know, they're 100,000 plus a year that the majority are getting. Each one of them, we've got 40,000 fans in the stadium. I want all of them should, you know what, buy the faithfuls cost of their season ticket and reimburse the supporters for this season, because this season what they've produced out there is useless, rubbish. And I don't care about any excuses about the injuries or whatever. the least we want to see effort out there. We didn't see any effort out there whatsoever. Okay, the manager was poor with his tactics, but the players have to still give their all. They're just going through the motions today. And the other thing is, why are we playing players who are clearly not going to be here next season? Why do we have players on the bench? Why do we have people like Chukwuemeka, who's being brought for the future, and Fofana not even getting on in the match team squad, and you've got people like Ziyech on the bench who clearly not going to be here next season. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, Frank is meant to be this guy who gives opportunities to young players. Where's Hall now? What's happened to Hall? Lewis Hall, whenever he's played for the side, at least he puts in a bit of effort. Where is he now? He's not even on the bench. Don't tell me that he's not performing in training and everything else, Frank. I don't want to hear that. It's not working. I'll get rid of him tomorrow. I'll just let Billy McCulloch and Frank Steer take over until the end of the season. They can't do any worse than what this guy's doing at the moment. He's ruining his legacy at the moment. If Pochettino can take over tomorrow, let him take over and assess the squads from tomorrow onwards, because I cannot sit through and watch this Frank Lampard show any longer. When he came in, I said okay, I was okay with that. Why? Because in his first tenure with us, okay, he's not a great coach, and I'm not saying he's a good coach, but at least he played he had the shackles off, and his problem was defending. We scored goals under him before, but putting out a side like this for me today, that was the final straw. It's unacceptable playing a team with no attackers at all, and he's just, I don't know what it is with him, what it is with the team selection, with the substitute selections. I don't know. And if this was an audition for his next job, sorry, Frank, you failed. No one's going to hire you now. Not one single win. Come on now, that's awful. No confidence is on the floor. I get that. And I know that obviously when you're not scoring goals, then it's hard. But we can do better with team selections, with tactics. You had the whole week, 1 week to work on tactics today. And apart from one or two patterns of play, I didn't see anything today out there. Only positive today was Arsenal got beat 4-1. But the negative is Haaland has gone further ahead of us in the goal scoring ranks. And I laughed at it because I didn't really think it's going to be a possibility, but it's definitely going to be. One player is going to score more than our entire side for the whole season. That's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. We are the laughing stock. Everyone comes to our backyard now and are beating us. Brentford, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Southampton. Come on. This is just nonsense. We had a fortress. When Jose Mourinho was here, we had a fortress. We still got the record for the most, the unbeaten record, lasting over, was it nearly two and a half seasons. And now everyone's coming to Stamford Bridge, taking the points and saying, cheers guys, thank you very much. I'll grab those 3 points and I'll go back to my home. We're worst team in West London. And we may be the worst team in London because West Ham and Crystal Palace are 1 win away from overtaking us, and they could quite well do that next week when they play. And then we got Arsenal, and we're not going to beat Arsenal. As bad as Arsenal are, they're playing the team at the right time because Arsenal haven't won a game in 5, I think. But hey, here comes Charity FC to get your title run back on track. Yeah, they'll take the points of us quite easily. And anyone who else wants 3 points at Chelsea, come and get it. It's yours. Luckily, we've got enough points in the bank, so 39 points should be enough to keep us up this season. But shocking. And I don't like to be negative. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a very positive person. But I just can't put myself through this agony anymore. I'm a Chelsea supporter, so I'll probably do it again, waste another 90 minutes of my time. Obviously, the Arsenal match is the big one, so I'm going to watch that one. But it's a hard watch. It's difficult for me to really be watching these matches. Let the season be done already. You know what? Play the youth until the end of the season. Whoever, play the women. put a women's team in. I think they'll probably put up a better fight than what these men are doing at the moment, because it's not good. It's not great. It's terrible. And Bowley and co, you need to fix up, guys, because you guys, you've jumped in at the deep end and harsh realities. This game is not FIFA. This is proper football. And before I go, I started off with the 2 francs, and I'm going to end with the 2 francs. The difference is we've got a franc who's putting a bunch of individuals in there. And it doesn't matter how much money you spend on players. If you just don't buy the right players for the right positions, that's what you get, a mismatch of players. Every single Brentford player to a T knows what they're doing. They're not household names. Luca, I keep saying Luca, Ivan Toney is the only one who probably would, get into the Chelsea side out of those players, and maybe the goalkeeper, I'll say. But anyone else wouldn't get into the Chelsea side. But you know what? Every single one, people like Ben Mee and people like that, they know what they're doing. They are coached. They're trained properly. And they defended as a unit. They attack as a unit. Everything. They know what they're doing. The sum is greater than the parts. With Chelsea, it's just a parts. It's just like we've been buying parts for a minute. We've got a BMW or a Mercedes, but we've been buying one part which belongs to a Mini, another part which belongs to a Skoda, another part which belongs to a Rover, and trying to fit it into a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes. Guys, that doesn't work. It does not work, guys. So harsh realities. We've learnt the hard way. Season. No, it's done already. The worst season, probably. I've seen us play some bad seasons, but in the past we've had some terrible players. This season it's just been shocking, and it's just the effort of these players is just not good enough, guys. So let's hope Pochettino can turn it around next season. It can't be any worse than what's happened this season. Otherwise, we'll be going down. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Take care. Bye-bye.